So one of my favorite content creators, CGMatter, started a new series on how to make procedural cones, which is completely useless, but I'd actually highly recommend it to newbies who want to get into procedural displacement. It's a great series. But there was one thing in the tutorial that I would not recommend.
Get ready for a new node, everybody. RGB curves. Oh yes. This flattening, and unfortunately we can't do something with the value node and connect it into this thing. That's not a thing. We could have done this more mathematically without RGB curves, but whatever.
CGMatter, I know you love RGB curves, but I think you're taking this too far. I don't think it's much harder to get those extra sliders, so I'll just show you how to do it. So what CGMatter does is he takes the vector length from the object coordinates, he puts it through an RGB curves, pipes it into the color, and then adds that with the base. And that gets something like this. And to invert it, he takes this slider, pulls it down there, and takes this slider, puts it up there, so that makes that. And then clamps it using, I forget what he uses, but he does like some kind of something that doesn't affect it, like an add by 0, and then turns on clamp, so it clamps the value. Then he takes one of these, and then he moves it in to get the cone shape. And that's our cone shape. He also does a math multiply and takes a little value. So I'm gonna use my cone height. I already made a node group for it. Multiplies it by the height he wants. So he puts the add into there and then adds it. Turn off clamp, by the way. So what you can do instead is use this thing called a map range node and an invert node. And then first you plug the length from the vector length into the color of the invert node, and then the color into the value, and then you can plug that down into the multiply. And you can see it already gives us some of the same results. This clamps it for us. It has a clamp right there, and it inverts it instead of having to drag the sliders to the other side. But what we do have that CGMatter doesn't is from min and from max. These are sliders, so these will control the radiuses of the two parts of the cone. So now all you need is just two parameters for that, or two value nodes. I'm going to use them for my group node. Bottom radius is going to be from min, and then the top radius is going to be from max.